days where traditional local games were an integral part of our everyday life.
Much later in international news, more than 50,000 Palestinians are now known to have been killed since Israel's war in Gaza started some 2 years ago.
And welcome to the bulletin. We start from here. And despite heightened efforts by the government to combat illegal mining known as galamsey and protect the nation's forest reserves, illegal miners continue to operate with impunity, causing severe environmental damage. Well, in a shocking incident on Sunday morning, a forest guard was attacked by illegal miners at the Ofin Shelter Belt Forest Reserve in the Ashanti region. The attack occurred when forestry officials from the Accra division were conducting routine monitoring in the reserve. The victim, 26-year-old Fuseni Suleimana, is now battling for his life following machete wounds he sustained during the attack. The Ofin Shelter Belt Reserve is one of 9 forest reserves previously identified as being overrun by illegal miners. Although the government has claimed to have reclaimed 7 of these 9 reserves, including the Ofin Shelter Belt, this latest incident raises questions about the effectiveness of these efforts. Are armed illegal miners returning to these protected areas? Well, to shed light on the situation, we're joined by Abraham Essel, the Accra Forest District Manager, for more on this. Good evening, sir. Now, the government has stated that 7 out of the 9 forest reserves have been recovered, including the Ofin Shelter Belt Reserve. However, this recent attack suggests that illegal miners are still active. Can you clarify the current situation?
Good evening, and thank you very much for this opportunity, and greetings to all your viewers. Indeed, the Ofin Shelter Belt Forest Reserve has been under attack by illegal miners for some time now, and a lot of efforts have been made to reclaim the forest from illegal miners.
Right.
But the current situation suggests that the illegal miners are not ready to move out of the forest reserve.
So are you saying that the message we had from the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources saying that this particular reserve has been regained and is now under protection of the government, is that true? Are you saying that's not true at all?
I might say that efforts have been made to reclaim the forest reserve from illegal mining. In fact, we had military support where we were able to evacuate or arrest 15 excavators from a portion of the Ofin Shelter Belt Forest Reserve. That portion is called the Amiaputu portion. And indeed, since the movement of those excavators from the reserve, that portion has been calm. But there is another portion called the Apin Grove portion, where the illegal miners have again invaded, and an effort to control them has been very difficult.
Right, and if you can clarify, really, what is the condition of the forest guard currently?
Come again, I didn't get you on that. I'm
asking what the situation is now for the forest guard. What's his condition currently?
Oh, thank you very much. This morning, we dispatched some men to the field to ascertain what is happening at that portion of the forest reserve. And on reaching an entrance to the forest reserve, we were met with a barricade that was manned by armed cats. There were like 4 of them, and so we thought our rapid response team of 3 teams could prevail over them, not knowing these cats were many and they had ambushed the area. And in an effort to control them, the victim suffered machete wounds. As we speak, he's at the Kumasi Teaching Hospital. An X-ray has been taken, and the doctors are assessing his situation.
Now, how many forest reserves in the Accra Forest District remain under siege by these illegal miners?
The Accra Forest Reserve has a forest district has 4 forest reserves, and I must say that 3 of them have been attacked by illegal mining. In fact, the other one, which has also suffered some pockets of illegal mining, probably that one is done by dig and wash method. But the other 3 have seen some excavator invasion.
Wow. And what exactly are the high authorities saying about this situation? Are they in the known that the reserve is being attacked by these illegal miners?
In fact, several reports have been made in connection with the attack of illegal miners in this forest reserve. And efforts are underway to combat them. In fact, there are several occasions where the military has come to our aid. This particular reserve where the incident even happened, the military were there last week, Tuesday, to patrol the area, and apparently there was no one. And so the illegal miners, they keep on coming and going. They are on and off. As soon as there is an operation, you see that they move the excavators out of the reserve. And when they move the excavators, they don't send them far away. They are just within the French community. So any opportunity they get, they go back into the reserve.
Well, many thanks for your time. Abraham Essel is the Incarrier Forest District Manager.
Away from that, the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council has instructed the current management of the Kumasi City Market to step aside following concerns raised by traders. The decision comes after leaders of trader unions petitioned the regional minister to intervene and address inefficiencies in the market operations and management. Traders have long complained about poor management, which they claim has made trading conditions in the market difficult and uncomfortable.
For years, traders at the Kumasi City Market have faced persistent power outages due to mounting debt owed the Electricity Company of Ghana. Despite traders' insistence that they pay their monthly electricity bills to the market management, the facility is reportedly owing ECG over 2 million Ghana cedis. Repeated requests for individual meters to address the issue have gone unanswered.
We've raised several concerns that it would deem fit for each shop owner to get his or her meter. Of the 7,203 shops, the administration block on all other rooms within the facility are hooked to 1 meter.
In addition to the electricity crisis, traders have raised concerns about structural deficiencies within the market. They accuse the management of neglecting these issues and failing to take action to improve conditions.
We are of the view that there should be a total overhaul and a total reforms so that we can open a new page for us to get the maximum benefits that we are desiring from the market.
Following the petition, the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Council has established an interim management committee to oversee the market's operations. A statement signed by the regional minister, Dr. Frank Amwakwene, indicated that the Regional Coordinating Council has received numerous petitions from traders and stakeholders regarding the management of the Kumasi City Market. To ensure a thorough investigation into the allegations, the current management has been asked to step aside and an interim management committee has been formed. The interim committee is expected to address the traders' grievances and ensure smoother operations at the markets whilst awaiting the appointment of a Kumasi mayor.
In other news, Chief Executive Officer of the Microfinance and Small Loan Center, MASLOC, Abigail Elom Mensah, has reiterated government's commitment to support victims of the recent fire outbreak at Edum Blue Light. She described the situation as very disheartening, but has assured that the government, through MASLOC and the Gender Ministry, will help rebuild their businesses.
This opportunity to condole with affected traders here. It's very disheartening to come and see what has happened here. But all we want to say is that government, MASLOC, Gender Ministry together, we are not going to allow them go through this alone. Government will stand with them through it all. Government will make sure that how best we can support them, we are going to do it to support them. Once there is life, there is hope. Everything here is gone. But I believe that once they have their lives, we'll be able to support them to be able to build back whatever they have lost. So MASLOC is standing with them in this period, and we are going to ensure that we support them how best we can.
Well, to the northern region now, where the regional police have arrested Al-Hassan Abdul Rahman, a staunch supporter of the NPP, for attacking and insulting the Yana, the overlord of the Dagbon traditional area, over his request to rename the Tamale International Airport after Nagbewa. Our Northern Regional correspondent Christopher Mwako has been following the development. He's joining us with more details. Chris, thank you for your time with us on the program. What has been the reaction of residents in Tamale over this suggestion of the Yana on the renaming of the Tamale Airport? We're trying to reconnect with my colleague Christopher Mwako from Tamale as he updates us on the situation there as the Northern Regional Police Command. They have arrested one Al-Hassan Abdurrahman. He is a staunch supporter of the NPP, and the reason is this: for attacking and insulting the Yana, who is the overlord of the Dagbon traditional area, over his request to rename the Tamale International Airport after Nagbewa. This is a subject that has generated some conversations in the northern part of the country. Christopher Mwako will be joining us from Tamale to talk to us about the details on the matter, what the reaction of residents in Tamale and by extension the northern region has been in relation to the quest to rename the Tamale International Airport, and after that what the condition of this young man is. Chris, thank you for joining us. Talk to us about the reaction of residents in Tamale after this suggestion to rename the Tamale Airport.
Hello, Crosby.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Right, what I'm asking for is the reaction of residents in Tamale after this request or this quest by the Yana to rename the Tamale Airport. Let's start off with that.
Yes, so first of all, yesterday when the president visited the Yana at his palace in Yendi, one of the concerns that the Yana raised has to do with the completion of phase 3 of the Tamale International Airport, and also renaming the Tamale International Airport from Yakubu Tali Airport to Nagbewa Airport. But among the things that he raised, this was the one that got some attention and became a topic for discussion in the media space and on social media. And so the suspect, according to the reports we have gathered, took the matter to social media and actually insulted the Yana. That led to his arrest. In fact, a cross-section of the public are saying that he went overboard, because even if he doesn't agree with what the Yana said, he should have not gone on social media to insult him, because he's a father for all the people of Dagbon. And so that has been the commentary so far. But the Yana did not only talk about the renaming of the Yakubu Tali International Airport. He talked about issues of health, education, water, sanitation, and other things.
Chris, let's take a few steps back to this whole conversation about the renaming of the airport. For the residents there, how do they receive the news?
Yeah, so you know that somewhere last year, the MPP government under Nana Akufo-Addo named the Tamale International Airport to Yakubu Tali International Airport. Even before the naming, there were some controversies over the renaming. A cross-section of the people did not agree, including the Yana also expressing his concern over the name that is given to the airport. And so since then, it has been a matter of concern and topic for discussion. So yesterday, when the Yana raised this again, it triggered or reignited that conversation. And so the people are actually saying that it should be named probably Bewa International Airport, not named after one person. And so that has been the argument, and that is what the Yana stands by, and that is what majority of the people in the northern parts of the country and Dagbon stands for, that the stand of the Yana should be respected and we should go by it.
Chris, finally, do we know whether or not Abdurrahman has been charged?
So far, what we do know is that he has been arrested. He's currently in police custody, even though some people, as we speak, are the regional police headquarters trying to get him bailed. But right now, as we speak, he's still in police custody.
Thank you, Christopher Marco, for speaking with us. Christopher Marco is my colleague from the northern region there.
Now, the Greater Accra Regional Minister promised on February 3, 2025, that she will fix streetlights across major roads in Accra in 50 days. Despite significant work done to light up some highways, some areas remain in darkness as her deadline expires in less than 48 hours. Our reporter Christian Yali, who has been exposing road safety issues in the past years, gives us an update.
It has always been like this, a capital drowned in darker street, exposing lives to danger. This nighttime hazard is one that has troubled many road users and pedestrians for far too long. Upon assuming office, the Greater Accra Regional Minister set an ambitious target to light up the capital in just 50 days, effective February 3rd, 2025.
Within 50 days in office, all these things should be fixed. 50 days in office. All the street lights? Yes, not even all, but we'll make sure that majority, at least 70% of it, should be, yes.
District assemblies were tasked to spearhead this drive, and my checks reveal that a significant work has been done with street lights fixed on many highways. Areas like the National Theatre stretch, the Accra High Street, and even the frontage of the Jubilee House now have light.
A few months ago, I was here at this same spot in front of the seat of government where these street lights were eerily dark. Today, the story is different. This significant change is a welcome relief, also considering the fact that this is a major security area.
In my tour of the capital a few nights ago, I however noticed that some places are still dark, including portions of the Spintex Road, the N4, the Lateshinunga Road, and even the motorway are still in pitch darkness.
It's a cross sector issue. At some point, it's either the Department of Urban Roads, at other places, the Highway Authority, the infrastructure is on the highway, the assemblies, because it has security implications for communities. But to a greater extent, the Ministry of Energy.
Experts are concerned and are demanding urgent action.
Every driver needs at least to see 25 meters when you're driving ahead of you. Do we have that? It's unfortunate that drivers are rather having eye issues because you need to strain your eyes in the evening and drive.
According to the Motor Traffic and Transport Department of the Ghana Police Service, approximately 30% of road crashes happen at night, and road users fear for their lives.
Last month, one of our drivers and his passengers were robbed last month after a tire burst. If your car breaks down on the road and you don't act swiftly, thieves steal crucial parts of the car.
They should put a street light on the road for us because our safety is very, very much important to our families. If the government doesn't care, our family cares.
The World Health Organization's 2023 Global Status Report on road safety indicates that road crashes cost Ghana 3 to 5% of its annual gross domestic product.
This are a part of the engineering of our roads, and if this is not there, of course, we should have a lot more of accidents on our road.
We are high on ensuring that vehicles that move around at night have improved visibility so that they do not suffer the consequences of the already compounded situation.
With the Greater Accra Regional Minister working to achieve her almost ending 50-day target, the Director General of the Road Safety Authority says he will engage assemblies to ensure road safety plans are met. Christian Yali, TV3 News.
To some other stories this evening, a lot more people continue to fall victim to cybercrime despite efforts to enhance online security. Now, recent incidents have highlighted the urgent need for enhanced cybersecurity measures. Aisha Yakubu Khalid has more in this report.
On March 17, 2025, the country woke up to news that the personal X account of President John Dramani Mahama had been compromised, promoting a cryptocurrency by the name Solana Africa. For 48 hours, these unscrupulous individuals literally held the president's account hostage. The incident did not only expose weakness in the president's social media management security, but also evidence of how no one is safe.
Even the most robust systems have issues when it comes to their security. You can never have a system that is 100% secure. So there will be lapses. But we see this as a clarion call to individuals, to even the staffers who are in charge of these kind of accounts, to do more when it comes to protecting these accounts that we are working with.
The country's increasing internet penetration has been diluted by a surge in cyber-related crimes. The nation currently ranks second in Africa and seventh globally in online-related crimes. In the first half of 2023 alone, the country recorded direct financial losses amounting to 49.5 million Ghana cedis due to cyber fraud activities. These numbers only represent reported cases. The actual figures could be much higher. The impact of cybercrime is deeply personal, affecting individuals' daily lives.
I was added to a group, okay, that was prior to the hacking. A few days after being added, I was hacked. What happened was that I was called. I picked the call, and then the person at the back end informed me that so the group I had joined, they were going to have a meeting, more like a Zoom meeting. So, but he was going to send me a code. So that was why I dropped the call from him and realized that something went wrong. So opening my WhatsApp there and then I realized I was off. I didn't have WhatsApp again. He was reaching out to my friends, my business associates, my siblings and all that, trying to acquire some money from them.
I decided to order for a ride. When I initiated the process, all of a sudden, the interface that came, it kept buffering. A call came through. And then when I picked the phone, then there was this voice speaking to me at the other side of the phone that he is calling from Bolt, and so I should hold on. After the call, the bot is going to send me a code to input so that it will rectify the buffering. I inputted the code into the system and then it picked. The interface, everything was okay for me to order my ride, not knowing it was a work of a scammer. These scammers took charge of my account and they were ordering rides in my account.
The new unique trends of cyber fraud underscore the evolving tactics used by fraudsters to take advantage of digital financial systems.
One of the basic things when it comes to these account takeovers is the fact that multi-factor authentication hasn't been enabled on the devices. So that's the first step we can take as individuals to protect ourselves. Always make sure that your multi-factor authentication has been done. And so once the attacker is able to get through the first phase, you will still have to provide a second form of identification or verification to prevent them from moving on to the second phase.
Mobile money fraud is also a significant part of cybercrime in Ghana. With over 6.81 billion transactions that involved a value of 1.2 trillion cedis in 2023, according to the Bank of Ghana, the mobile money service space is a juicy target for cyber fraudsters.
If a customer is frauded from Telezel platform and the fund has been transferred onto MTN, Telezel cannot enter into MTN and then lift that money. So the whole system just appears that it enables the fraudster and even getting information to be able to, track these processes down. It comes with a lot of difficulties, and day in, day out, people are falling victim to fraud.
The government has made strides in cybersecurity, achieving a score of 86.69% in recent assessments, ranking third in Africa. However, the increasing incidents call for attention to the need for continuous vigilance and public awareness.
You could have the processes aspect and then the technology aspect actually firm and grounded. But if there's a lapse in the people bit, then there becomes an issue. So we look at awareness creation. And when you come to a lapse in technology, They're looking at making sure that your systems are up to date, and some vulnerabilities that can be easily exploited by criminals are taken care of.
As Ghana embraces digital transformation, the fight against cybercrime has become ever more critical. It requires a collective effort from authorities and citizens alike to safeguard Ghana's digital future. Aisha Yakubu Khalid, TV3 News.
And moving on, between 50 to 75% of Ghanaians lack access to clean cooking fuels. This poses severe health risks to especially women and children, according to estimates by the International Energy Agency, IEA. Now, to facilitate a future of clean cooking in Ghana, the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition has convened stakeholders for an open dialogue to discuss sustainable solutions for a successful implementation of Ghana's clean cooking policy, which is being developed. Ekiafo Wadako has more in this report.
In Ghana, the World Bank estimates that 16,000 people die prematurely from air pollution every year, with lack of access to clean cooking being a major contributing factor. The 2022 Ghana Demographic and Health Survey revealed that only about 23% of households use clean fuel and technologies for cooking, while 87% of households continue to use solid fuels like wood and charcoal for cooking. The drafting of the clean cooking policy by the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition seeks to play a vital role in achieving Ghana's sustainable development goals and improving the lives of its citizens.
The need to accelerate the adoption of clean cooking solutions in Ghana has never been more urgent. Traditional cooking methods continue to pose serious health risks, contribute to deforestation, and impact climate change.
The use of improved biomass cook stoves and alternative fuels like LPG is actively being promoted to enhance energy access, sustainable development, and climate goals.
We begin implementation of a standards and labeling scheme for the improved biomass cook stoves this November 2025. The National Clean Cooking Policy and Strategy will further elevate clean cooking as a priority sector for government.
The Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abdullahi Jinapo, said that by engaging and developing a comprehensive policy framework, the government hopes to create a safer, healthier, and a more sustainable environment for all Ghanaians.
As part of our green transition drive and through the renewable energy investments and Green Transition Fund, will launch an aggressive policy to deploy cook stoves and clean cooking technology and infrastructure so that a lot more Ghanaians would have access to clean cooking.
Key stakeholders at the National Stakeholder Engagement on Clean Cooking discussed and shared innovative solutions for promoting clean cooking and improving public health outcomes. Ekia Oferiwa Dako, TV3 News, Accra.
Well, still on clean energy, the Energy Minister John Jinapo is urging Ghanaians to support the cylinder recirculation module amidst a decline in LPG consumption and a rise in wood fuel. Now, the module aims to increase access to clean cooking and environmentally friendly LPG by 2030.
Between 2021 and 2022, because LPG prices increased by over 80%, the consumption of LPG declined by about 12%. And then the consumption of wood fuels also increased astronomically. And so it's not just an economic burden, it's also a health issue, it's also an environmental issue. And so it's something that we have to take cognizance of, especially how we can ensure that we have affordable LPG consumption and deployment. I know that the MPA is working aggressively to expand the cylinder recirculation model. And I think that it's something that all of us must support.
Remember the good old days when children would spend hours playing outside, laughing and shouting with friends and creating their own games as they imagined them? Well, for some Ghanaians, those carefree days of childhood are a distant memory. Erica Juma Kranche examines the evolution of children's games and playtime.
In the past, streets were filled with the laughter of children playing traditional games like ampe, oware, antwechi, shishamuye wompena, and chaskili. There were periods where stories were told for entertainment. However, with the advent of technology and the rise of digital games, the way children play has undergone a significant transformation. The news team visited the Nima 1 cluster of schools, where some children shared games they play during their break time.
I play bottle flip, I play shooting games, I play running games, I play footballs.
Bottle flip, you need bottle and you put water inside and you cover it. When you play it, when the thing turn, when the thing straight, because you have win. When the second one to turn it and you have win.
Some adults are of the view that games they played as children had positive impacts on their lives. Lucy shared her experience as a child.
There were a number of games and stories we used to hear that had life lessons to learn from. I loved Hwehwɛmukoyumpna because it helped us select our life partners.
Because of Hwehwɛmukoyumpna, na amanfo nya ho select omukununum daache.
These games were not only popular in the southern part of the country. Hajia, a trader at Nima, mentioned that people of the north play in the form of singing and dancing.
The
people of Kotokoli have a culture of dancing and singing after the Eid celebration.
In the end, playtime is not just about the games we play, but about the memories we create and the relationships we build. Erica Juma Kranche, TV3 News.
And that was a lovely story by Erica Kranche. I don't know what kind of games you played as a kid.
Well, I remember Pampana.
Pimpana.
No, Pampana. That's different from Pimpana. There's Pampana, there's Chaskili.
Chaskili, okay, that one I remember.
Alikoto,
you don't say Pilolo.
Well, Pilolo was also very popular at that time. Well,
yeah. And that's how we go on our very first break right here on TV3. You're watching News 360. We'll be back with more news, to stay with us.
To the broadcast. Now, Mac Autos and Spare Parts Ghana Limited has opened an operational facility in Tamale, the northern regional capital, to offer customers a much greater experience. The offers is expected to give the customers within Tamale and its surrounding communities the opportunity to join the Mac Automobile family for quality service and products.
The company is the exclusive distributor of Isuzu range of products in Ghana since 2014. It currently has branches in Accra, Kumasi and Accra. Speaking at a short ceremony to commission its fourth office in Tamale, Country General Manager of MAC Auto and Spare Parts Limited, Raman Malhotra, emphasized that the Tamale service station will reduce the stress customers within the northern region go through in accessing parts for their vehicles whilst offering them quality vehicles for their activities.
Isuzu largely represents the pickups and the commercial truck segment, starting from the smallest 4-ton capacity truck and going up to 15 tonnage of trucks. We are now in the process of even bringing heavy-duty trucks for mining and commercial use. Talking of MG cars, we have cars starting from as small as $20,000 and going up to $60,000 to take care of all the needs of the passenger car segment.
He gave the assurance that customers will be provided with excellent automobile services.
We expect them to continuously patronize our products. We have got very good response in the places where we are present, like Accra, Kumasi, Takoradi, everywhere, and that's what we expect from people of Tamale and northern region.
Assistant Manager of Vehicle Sales at Isuzu Motors International, Collins Jimo Tima, appealed to individuals and institutions to take advantage of the proximity of the office and patronize their vehicles.
We hope that the people of Tamale, including the business people and the local farmers, will take advantage of this proximity and service their car and purchase their new vehicle, which we always ensure that it will be durable and reliable.
The opening ceremony was attended by traditional authorities, heads of departments, agencies and institutions within and outside the Tamale metropolis.
Now, AngloGold Ashanti Duaprim Mine, through its Community Trust Fund, has commissioned the Nana Esi Kwantima II Health Center, a new health facility built at a total cost of about 1.5 million cedis at Samahu. Now, Senior Manager for Sustainability, Stephen Ajay, says a state-of-the-art neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, is in the works to help provide top-notch care for newborns in the Takwa Insuem municipality.
Samahu, a thriving community in the Prestia Valley municipality with over 4,000 residents, has seriously been challenged with quality health care. For years, the residents have had to travel considerable distances to receive medical attention as the town lacked a dedicated health facility. It is to address this that AngloGold Ashanti Duaprim Mine has commissioned a modern and fully equipped health center valued at 1.5 million Ghana cedis in the community. It has also donated 2 pickup trucks to the Takwa Insuem and Prestia Valley Municipal Health Directorate worth 1.7 million cedis. Senior Manager of Sustainability, Stephen Ajay, reveals exciting plans for a state-of-the-art neonatal intensive care unit, NICU. The NICU, estimated to cost $1 million, will feature 60 beds and provide top-notch care for newborns in the Takwa Insuem municipality.
This health center and vehicle donation are part of our continued support to providing healthcare in our host communities. Our ongoing initiative include, among other things, I'll just list some few of them here. Construction of 1,060,000-bed neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, in Takwa Insuem. What I'm just saying is that we are going to construct a ultra-modern NICU facility in Takwa Insuem, so that the good people of Takwa can continue to enjoy that. Establishing cervical cancer screening center at Takwa and Bugoso hospitals. I am proud to announce that our socio-economic interventions, particularly in education, health, and community development, have earned us recognition as the 2024 Mining Company of the Year and the best CSR company across all sectors.
The Municipal Health Director for Prestia Valley, Timothy Kwabena Ofori, expressed gratitude to AngloGold Ashanti Duaprim Mine and pledged their commitment to keep them in good shape.
Creation of this world, look at the community with this huge population. Not even a health post has ever existed in this community. So the first of its kind for them to give us this nice edifice, I think is going to help us. The catchment areas are very big, and is going to serve all those catchment areas. They didn't just give us a facility, but the whole place is equipped. It has a lab, it has a scan machine, the maternity, and then it has a children and then male-female ward. So this is a very good facility that is going to make access to a lot of people to be able to get healthcare services.
Present at the ceremony was the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson. Irama Smith, TV3 News, Samahu.
Now, the Minister for Trade and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, has called on private industries operating within Ghana's free zones to prioritize the safety and well-being of their workers, the majority of whom are Ghanaians. During a recent visit to several industrial sites, the minister emphasized that ensuring safe working conditions is not only a legal obligation, but also essential for boosting productivity and sustaining the sector's growth.
Ghana's Labour Act 2003, Act 651, and the Factories, Offices and Shops Act 1970, Act 328, mandate employers to provide safe working environment, protective equipment, and adequate training for their employees. However, concerns have been raised about compliance, particularly in industrial workplaces, where employees, mostly Ghanaians, are exposed to heavy machinery and hazardous conditions. Addressing industry players, the minister stressed the need for companies to go beyond the bare minimum in workplace safety.
You know you are good people, treat them well.
I will treat
your staff very well.
We
want to find job for our people, but we want them to work in decency. Okay? So treat them with respect, so that they also work for you. Find a place, first aid, if somebody gets hurt, where will the person be treated? Also, give them the correct gear.
PPEs.
Wear the PPEs. Give them correct shoes, correct dress.
Beyond safety, she urged employers to ensure fair treatment and good working conditions for their employees, arguing that a motivated workforce is key to achieving industrial efficiency and competitiveness.
Even as you create the jobs, please treat your workers well. I keep on saying, your workers are your lifeline. If you treat them well, they work well for you. If you pay them well, your workers' turnover will be good. If you don't pay them well, every morning you wake up and some of your workers are gone, and you also don't even find the workers at all. Even though there is an unemployment rate that is high in Ghana, people want to be paid well. Because if you work every day and you cannot even feed, there is no point. And so I encourage you to treat workers well, pay them well, work happily together, and I am sure this park will be one of the best in the country, West Africa, Africa, and in the world.
As government continues its industrial expansion agenda, the minister's engagement signals a renewed focus on worker welfare, reinforcing the idea that sustainable industrialization must go hand in hand with strong labor protections, especially for the many Ghanaians employed in these industries.
Well, this is still News 360 live from our studios here, number 35, John Hammond Street in Accra. Going for a break. When we come back, sports news is up next. It's a big day for the Black Stars. Tomorrow, we'll get to know all the details. Stay with us.
Hello there, good evening and welcome to the sports segment here on News 360. My name is Bill Ishen. Now on to our first story. The Black Stars have begun their final training session in Morocco ahead of their big 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying game against Madagascar, set to take place on Monday. My colleague Mutala Yakubu looks ahead to that big clash.
Morocco is rocking and is buzzing with joy because the Black Stars of Ghana are in Hosiema to face Madagascar in the 2026 World Cup qualifier. The team touched down yesterday, and today a light training session was held, which is more of a recovery session after playing 90 minutes against Chad, where they won by 5-0. A press conference was also held where managers of both sides are confident that this game will go their way. But Coach Otuado, the Black Stars head coach, has expressed optimism about beating Madagascar because he did that in the first leg of this fixture where Inaki Williams scored the only goal. The game is set to be a highly contested one, as Group I, where Ghana finds itself, is also being contested because Madagascar are just 2 points shy of the Black Stars. So the game is set to be a blockbuster one, and as you know, 3 Sports GH will bring you all the updates.
Now, Black Stars head coach Otuado has hinted at making possible changes ahead of that game against Madagascar. The Black Stars deployed an offensive formation against Chad, beating them by 5-0 on Friday. But the Gaffer believes Madagascar is a totally different opponent.
And want to put pressure on them, and that's why we start with 2 offensive midfielders. And looking forward, it depends always on the opponents, like what solutions they give us, what strength and what weaknesses they have. So we study always our opponents. It was very difficult because they had a lot of new players coming in, and it was really tough for us to get information. A lot of them are playing together in the team and know each other and chat. So, but I think we did well, and I'm very happy that things worked out, and the way we scored the goals, we're very happy. We had a good start. This was important, and I think from there it was easier for us to play them out.
Now, the game against Ghana and Madagascar will take place on Monday at 7 p.m. Now, let's go to local football, where the Ghana Football Association has received a letter from Premier League side Nswacheman FC announcing their decision to withdraw from the ongoing Ghana Premier League. The club stated that they are forced to take this decision due to recent events involving their matches against Asante Kotoko and Samatex, and can no longer guarantee the safety of their players, and therefore the management and the board have decided to withdraw from the league. The GFA has accordingly activated the appropriate provisions in the competition regulations relating to the matter. Going forward, on each scheduled match day of Nswacheman FC, 3 points and 3 goals shall be awarded in favor of the opposition club. Now let's go to the Ghana Premier League itself, where Asante Kotoko have leapfrogged Gold Stars FC to retake top spot in the Ghana Premier League with a 1-0 victory over Basake Holy Stars on Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. Now, Samuel Tinedu's 14th minute strike separated the two at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi and ensures the Porcupine Warriors return to the top of the table of the Ghanaian top flight. Kotoko are back on top with other results which went in their favor following Gold Stars FC's failure to win at home. Gold Stars slipped to second in the Ghana Premier League table after an injury time equalizer from Stephen Appiah denied them maximum points as they drew 1-1 against Hearts of Oak at home on Sunday. That's it for the sports segment here on News 360. My name is Bill Lishen. Up next is entertainment.
In entertainment news, after 2 thrilling rounds of intense eating, Caesar, representing Dantoman, was crowned the winner of the 3FM Gobe A-thon. Now, following the event, he shared insights into his preparation for the competition with 3 News.
Amid the exciting atmosphere, the vibrant energy from the gathering, and the various games on site, The Gobeton, a competition for the fastest eater, stood out as one of the highlights for the fun-filled day. This year's competition featured 6 participants from different parts of Accra, all vying for the title, the bragging rights, and the substantial prizes that comes with winning.
3, 2, 1.
After 2 thrilling rounds of intense eating, Caesar, representing Dansoman, emerged as winner of the competition.
And by the grace of God too, we have won. Because already when they interviewed me, my original name is Caesar. So it means what belongs to Caesar, give it to Caesar. And by the grace of God, the name also worked on me. So I thank God so much for winning.
What was the preparation before coming here for this Gobeton?
My preparation, like, I prepared that I will not take any heavy food. But though I ate in this morning, but I didn't eat heavy food. So I keep myself that this battle, I have to win.
And you won it?
And by the grace of God, I've won it. It's a grace of God.
Several vendors and festival goers also praised the organizers for the outstanding job they did in making the event a success.
I would say this year has been exceptional. I'm really happy. Last year, but this year was very good. Very interesting. And I've seen a lot of changes as they promised us.
This is my 3rd year, and I must say it's improving year by year. It's a great opportunity. As you can see, the atmosphere is electric. A lot of customers are here today, and I'm hoping that it gets better each year.
The experience so far, I think it's a vibe, right? It's beautiful. You see different vendors, see different people, and I especially like the fact that they are playing a type of music. So this is solid. Yeah.
Ever since some point, this advancement of the last year. Unlike the last year when we were having it, you could see that at the mall, you see the place was dusty. Here is a very nice environment. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Caesar from Dansoman, who won the Gobeton by the grace of God. That's your entertainment. International news is up next.
At least 6 police personnel have been killed and 4 were injured after an attack on a police camp in Kenya by suspected fighters from Somalia's Al-Shabaab group. Kenyan police said in a report on Sunday that the attack was carried out in Garissa County, eastern Kenya, on the border with Somalia. The report added that attackers launched an assault around dawn on a camp housing police reservists and used assaulted weapons to overrun the camp. 6 fatalities have been confirmed, with 4 injured and in hospital. While Al-Shabaab has not yet commented on the attack, the group frequently carries out cross-border operations against military and civilian targets. More than 50,000 Palestinians have been killed during Israel's military campaign in Gaza. The territory's Hamas-run health ministry has announced. That number equates to about 2.1% of the 2.3 million pre-war population of the territory, or around 1 in 46 people. The total of 113,274 others had been injured in the same period, the health ministry said. Figures from the Gaza Ministry of Health have been widely used throughout the war and are seen as reliable by the United Nations and international institutions, but Israel has consistently disputed data published by Gaza's authorities.
Well, that's our package for you tonight. My name is Noble Crosby, and thank you so much for watching News 360.
And I am Judith Brown. Up next is Date Rush.
Enjoy the weekend as well.